In the spring of 2000, I attended a conference out in Nebraska that was sponsored by the Nebraska Groundwater Foundation, and it was in Nebraska City. And as science conferences go, you have a lot of concurrent sessions you can pick and choose. And I happened to see one on water festivals because the first water festival was in Nebraska, and they since then have it's become a big statewide type of thing. Um, and I got to listening to what they're saying, and I thought, this sounds like something we might be able to do. Uh, so I took it back to Dale Chapman, who was president at the time, and tried to sell him on the idea. He was always for anything that brought attention and positive focus on the campus.
Mhm.
And he said, all right, let's give it a try. He says, the only stipulation is you'll have to raise all the funding for it.
Yeah.
It would provide the logistics, the grounds, and maintenance people on the Lewis and Clark campus would throw themselves into it. But as far as the actual funding of the program, that would be up to me. (2000) was the first water festival. Uh, and then Great Rivers got involved about 3 years later, if memory serves me correct. I remember that day. I remember when the University of Illinois came in to Lewis and Clark and started selling the idea of the research center on the river. And at that point, they started working their way into the realm of the water festival.
What would you hope is the main takeaways that student or that teacher can bring home or bring back?
Well, I've always been on the stewardship picture. I would hope that they would, gain an appreciation of the outdoors, first of all, because while it's a water festival, it's also just a nice big outdoor festival, a nature festival when you get right down to it. And I would think stewardship, responsibility to Mother Earth, the knowledge secondary to the desire to be aware of what's around them and what's happening to what's around them. I always emphasize water quality. In fact, I still have a bumper sticker on my truck that says water quality means good water, this kind of thing. So more of an innate awareness of water issues, both surface and groundwater.
Mm-hmm.
And the water cycle, of course, we study in school quite a bit. And it was nice because I felt like I was educating teachers as much as, anybody.
Or what would your hope be for the future of Waterfest?
Well, one was to continue. I had no idea how that would, be a, a continuum for
21 years, yeah.
Yeah, one time we were out when we were at our home in Bend, Oregon. Linda Chapman, who was Dale's wife, who was one of the deans of the campus, she sent me a nice little note and said, "I want you to know, Water Festival is still going on." And, what? Yeah, still going on. I'm very pleased, and that would be something obviously that I would hope would happen, that it would be sustainable and would go on and would reach out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were unique because we were the only community college that was doing something like this. There just weren't any other water festivals. There was one for high school kids in Peoria, and it was initiated. It was called the River Project. It was an NSF grant funded that came out of SIU Evansville, but it was high school.
Mm-hmm.
But there was nothing for the upper elementaries, even close to what we were attempting to do. And there were just so many people that were eager to buy into it, the resource people, that I can't praise them too much for all the help they gave me. So I would hope that maybe there might be some branching out of, let's have another festival at this community college, or let's try
Yeah.
to talk these people into doing this, this kind of thing. I know Scott Isringhausen is still
Mhm.
associated directly with it, and there may be some others. And if you
Mhm.
do, say, pass it on, say hey for me. They've helped me. They have very fond memories of them.
Great.
It's an all-out effort, but it's just so satisfying to know that you started something that is a continuum.